Have you always wanted to recreate restaurant quality chicken marsala right at home? I'm going to help you avoid common pitfalls like dry meat or thin and flavorless sauce. So make sure to keep watching. Chicken marsala is just a variation on scallopini. Select boneless, skinless chicken breasts so that you have a nice, lean and juicy cut. If they're larger than 8 ounces of size, you're going to want to slice them in half. Because these pieces are very thick, with one side being thicker and tapering to the end, it's going to cook unevenly. We're going to cut them in half lengthwise into cutlets. Just use a large chef's knife to slice through the piece. This will create 2 pieces. This yielded 4 cutlets, which are nice and thin. However, we're going to still flatten them out. I like to place each piece in a large resealable plastic bag, or you could use 2 pieces of plastic wrap. Pound it out to a 1/2 inch thickness. Flattening the chicken helps it cook quickly and evenly. The pieces are flattened, now it's time to season and coat them. Generously season both sides of the chicken with salt and pepper. Flip it over and season the other side. To add a contrast of textures and to help the sauce cling to each piece, we're going to add a light coating. In a shallow bowl, add 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Whisk this mixture together. This will add a nice extra coating of seasoning on the surface. Dip each cutlet into the flour mixture. You want a light coating on each side. This isn't going to be thick like breadcrumbs. You're just wanting a little bit of extra contrast and texture. Shake off the excess flour. Transfer to a plate. To make this a one-pan dish, I like to use a large skillet. This is about 12 inches in size with high sides. Heat the pan over medium-high heat. Add a 1/4 cup of olive oil to the pan. The oil is nice and hot. Carefully add the chicken to the pan. If the pieces are very large, just cook them in 2 batches. Fry the chicken until the surface is golden brown, about 4 to 6 minutes. Flip the chicken over to gently cook the other side. Turn the heat down to medium. The process takes about 5 minutes. You want to target 160 to 165 degrees. The chicken is golden brown and juicy, but don't get rid of the pan. We're going to use all of these flavorful juices and fond to make the sauce. The base of the sauce is using Marsala wine. It's originating from Sicily. It's going to add this wonderful caramelized, nutty flavor to the sauce. You can use dry or sweet Marsala wine. I'm going to use sweet because as the sauce concentrates, it's going to add a nice syrupy glaze to the sauce. To balance the sweetness of the wine, we're going to add a lot of umami ingredients like mushrooms, onions, and garlic. Use brown mushrooms for its savory flavor. You'll need 20 ounces to yield 4 cups of sliced mushrooms. Trim the mushrooms, turn and cut into 1/2 inch thick slices. I know that this looks like a lot of mushrooms, but they're high in moisture and they're going to concentrate down. Chop up some white onion for allium flavor. You'll need a 1/2 cup of finely diced onion and some minced garlic. Melt 2 tablespoons of butter over medium heat. Add a 1/2 cup of finely minced white onion and 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Saute until fragrant, about 1 minute. Make sure to scrape off any of the brown bits off from the bottom of the pan, incorporating it into the sauce. Add 4 cups of sliced mushrooms, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Saute until tender, about 5 minutes. Turn the heat up to medium-high and add a 1/2 cup of Marsala wine. Cook until the wine is reduced by half, about 2 minutes. Add a 1/2 cup of unsalted chicken stock. Cook and reduce until the sauce is about a 1/2 cup, about 5 to 7 minutes. Wow, the sauce looks so good. All of the flavors are concentrated. I like to make a creamy sauce, but if you'd rather have one that's not creamy, just add 3 tablespoons of butter, whisk in that cold butter, and that will give you a nice and thickened consistency. Add a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Reduce the heat to medium and cook until reduced by half, about 2 minutes. This will gently cook the cream so that it doesn't curdle. Simmer until the sauce has thickened, about 3 to 5 minutes. Season to taste with salt and pepper. Wow, this creamy marsala and mushroom sauce looks so good. Let's add the chicken back to the pan to warm it up. This looks and smells amazing. I wish you were here. This is something definitely that you could get at a restaurant. Your friends and family are going to be so impressed that you made this at home. I let the chicken simmer in the sauce for a few minutes so it gets nice and hot right before serving. This is stunning. I like to serve it with some pasta, but you could do some crispy roasted potatoes with zucchini. It pairs well with anything. Now that you know how to make chicken marsala at home, what would you serve it with? Let me know in the comment section below. For more chicken recipe dinner ideas, check out my other videos. See you there. Oh, this is gonna be so good.